Peak antifreeze. When you peak, you win.
Available at Pep Boys.
Hey, it's Golick. Stop by Lowe's this week for great savings. Save more than $8 on a 6-pack of Utilitech 65-watt indoor floodlights, now just $6. Plus, get a 2-pack of Utilitech 90-watt outdoor floodlights for only $4.98. And if you want to save money and water, get a new AquaSource dual flush toilet for just $98. That's a saving of $20. Find these and other great values on the products from them to improve your home inside and out. But you better hurry. Supplies will not last long. Lowe's, never stop improving. Offer is valid through January 23rd.
On ESPN Radio, Kobe Bryant and the Los Angeles Lakers head to Miami to face LeBron James and the Heat. Today at 7:15 Eastern on ESPN Radio and ESPNRadio.com.
Saturday on ESPN, top 5 teams tip here. Number 5, Missouri. He's got another. The number 4, Blue Devils.
Missouri's going to lay it up for Mobley.
Third-ranked Baylor. It all begins at 2 Eastern with a 5 versus 3 matchup between Missouri and Baylor. At 4 is Florida State Duke. At 6, Syracuse Notre Dame. And at 9, Louisville Pitt. Saturday on ESPN.
Scott Van Pelt. One big thing.
The circus comes to town. And by the circus, I'm talking about National Signing Day, which is something which used to just be under the domain of the recruiting dorks like myself. You pay attention to it.
Yeah, I mean, you're way more invested in it.
I find it interesting, and the reason why is simple. It's the next wave of college football's best players are the ones that are being recruited now. And we've seen in the past few years that they are on the field earlier than ever, contributing sooner than ever. And I always pay attention. Now, in college football, there is no early signing period, which means that you can give a verbal commitment, but that verbal commitment is not binding. I think it's a problem. And the Gunnar Kiel recruitment is Exhibit A this year of how it can get totally sideways. Now, for those that don't know his name, he's the number 1 recruit at quarterback in the nation. So somebody's going to be lucky to get him. He initially gave a verbal commitment to Indiana. None of us thought he'd go to Indiana. It was early in the process. All due respect to the Hoosiers, you weren't getting this kid. Then he gave a commitment to LSU. And you thought, that's outside his area in Indiana, but they're going to play for the number 1 school in the country. They were at the time that he committed. Makes sense. He soured on them, evidently. It's reported that, well, no, wait, he's actually going to go to Notre Dame. Well, okay, but what happened with LSU? And again, this is where the parents can step up and say, hey, Gunnar, don't commit until you're committing. So now you've got 3 commitments from the number 1 prospect at quarterback. And now he's done because he's enrolled at Notre Dame. That happened. He's now there. And this is just Exhibit A for the 100th year in a row of why this thing isn't good.
Catch another One Big Thing today at 2:45 Eastern on the Scott Van Pelt ESPN Radio and ESPNRadio.com.
Sunday nights will never be the same until ENE. The country's premier conferences. ACC Sunday Night Basketball. This week, Virginia Tech takes on in-state rival Virginia.
Mike Scott and the loaded Cavaliers battle junior point guard Eric Green and the Hokies. ACC Sunday Night Basketball presented by Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Virginia Tech versus number 17 Virginia. Sunday at 6 on ESPNU. Coverage begins at 5:30.
Hi, it's Colin. Ravens safety Ed Reed said the same thing about Joe Flacco we've been saying for weeks. Plus Peter King. Wednesday, Sunday. Check it out now free on iTunes and on Pod Center at ESPNRadio.com.
And now for last year's Winter X Games Snowmobile Best Trick Gold Medal Run, relayed to you by my Uncle Gary.
First off, the motorized sled thing looks dangerous.
Why would someone drive it into the sky? Oh, and then he's going to let go? Oh, come on, with all the waving of the limbs and the showboating. Oh, look at you, Professor Fancy, sitting back down on a rope.
So softly. The Winter X Games is something better seen for yourself. Winter X Games in January 26th to 29th on ESPN, ESPN2, and ABC.
Hi, it's Colin Coward. You're listening to ESPN Radio 1700. Catch me weekdays at 7 a.m. ESPN Radio 1700.
ESPN Radio Sports.
With us, Mike and Mike on ESPN Radio. Every hour starts with Sports Center. We'll get into the war of words, if you will, and what it really means in Baltimore in a moment. But Golick, we begin with the action from the NBA.
Yeah, it was best against worst last night. Going into last night's game, the Wizards were 1-12. The Thunder were 12-2. But it was the Wizards with a 105-102 victory. Clippers beat the Mavs 91-89 on a Chauncey Billups three-pointer with 1 second to go. It's deja vu for the Mavs as they lost on a Derek Fisher three-pointer the night before to the Lakers. Suns snapped a 5-game losing streak. The Knicks 91-88. Celtics do the same thing as snapping a 5-game losing streak, beating the Raptors 96-73. More news there. Celtics president Danny Ainge says he would consider a major move involving the big three, Ray Allen, Kevin Garnett, and Paul Pierce, to help move on to the next era. Nets beat the Warriors. Spurs beat the Magic. That's their first road win of the season. They did it overtime. Nuggets beat the 76ers in overtime as well. Tonight, ESPN Radio, 7:15 Eastern. The Lakers at the Heat, top two scorers in the league, Kobe and LeBron. NFL. I'm sorry, let me go to college basketball first. Murray State, they're 19-0. NFL Tom Brady wasn't practicing while resting his sore left shoulder. Quarterback the Giants, Eli Manning, he started practice but didn't finish it. He got a stomach bug. And in baseball, well, the Rangers, they signed their pitcher, Yu Darvish. After posting a $51.7 million fee to his team in Japan, they agreed to a 6-year, $60 million deal. He will pitch for the Rangers. And in tennis, Leighton Hewitt beat Danny Roddick. 2-1 with Hewitt. Roddick in the first set injured himself and then had to retire after that third set with a hamstring injury, so he was done. And that's Sports Center, and it's brought to you by Myrtle Beach. Listen up, golfers. How would you like to win golf for a year in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina? I'm talking about a golf vacation every month for a year for you and the guests, including airfare, lodging, car rental, golf, and more. Plus, you get to play around with golf PGA Tour star Dustin Johnson. If that sounds good to you, then log on to WeGolfMyrtle.com.